Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. Let's start this new week by finishing the comments on violet light. Some thought I forgot. No, I don't forget anything I start. I just don't have an exact schedule, nor schedules to follow. So today I will talk about the violet ray, to end this series of comments, about the rays. I know many of you are on your third lap, great. In a while, you will have finished the 3 laps, in the circle of the 7 rays. The violet light, as everyone knows, comes from Saint Germain. It is the light of transmutation, or as you know it in your language, transformation of everything that is negative, of everything that is of low vibration, into love and light. So many think that taking the violet light, filling something with the violet light and that immediately it will be transmuted into love and light, is not wrong, but I will not say that it is 100% right. Nothing is that instantaneous. I'm not saying here that the violet light doesn't have power, it does. But I'm going to make a parallel here, with the green light. So if you take the green light, and bathe a person with the green light, they will immediately be cured? No, she will receive a very large quantum of energy, which added to the desire, faith and belief of that person in being cured, will cause a transformation in the body and a path towards healing. So if this is repeated several times, healing will take place. So it wasn't something instantaneous. Returning to the violet light. Likewise, nothing is instantaneous. Because we will understand the following: you enter an environment, which you feel has low vibration energies there. So when you enter, you imagine that environment being transmuted into love and light, very well. You, at that moment, clean that environment, you will feel good there, he will be clean. I don't deny it, this is perfect. Now, from the moment you leave that environment, everything will return. Because it is as if those energies that were there came running out of the violet light. And when it goes out, because you left, they come back. So nothing, my brothers, is instantaneous, nothing is definitive. What you have to learn every day is that everything has a cause, and from that cause comes the effect. Countering the effect is not wrong, it is correct. But the right thing to do is to combat the cause, so that that effect no longer occurs. So when you imagine that you are transmuting everything around you into love and light, at that moment, that's right, you have transmuted into love and light. But if the next day you are not well, you are unable to emanate the violet light, everything will be there again, because you just did a momentary treatment. So how do you effectively use the violet ray? You have to maintain this ray all the time, where you want to transmute everything into love and light. I already taught here how to place amethyst stones in the corners of the house. And imagine that stone makes a wave of violet light that fills the entire wall. Many didn't understand when I said this, so I'll remind you: take an orange and cut it in half. One of the orange bands has a central point that is the center of the orange. After cutting the orange in half, place one of the sides down. You will have a semicircle, which is the entire area of the orange that is supported. Imagine that in the middle of the orange, you have a little core of the orange itself. And that seed is emanating light, up to the height of the orange peel, do you understand? So now I'm going to make the parallel: you place the amethyst stone on the floor, in the corner of the wall. That corner where you placed amethyst is the orange seed. So how much violet light will be emanated from that point? Up to the ceiling where you are cleaning, and to the sides, back, forward, as if it were that half of the orange. I hope you now understand when I say that it forms a semicircle on the wall. That spot doesn't fill the entire wall, these are waves that are being transmitted. So you have to be careful: if it is a very large wall, you have to have a slightly larger stone, so that that emanation goes beyond the ceiling and can cover the entire wall. And so you keep your homes, there, within the violet light. Now another thing that needs to be remembered very well. It's not taking the stone, putting it there and forgetting about it. Like everything else, you like it very well, a lot of cake recipes, I would say once a month, you have to take that stone out and carry it again. However, each person knows how to do it, to energize that stone. Just remember that this stone is sensitive to the Sunday. So try to do another way of cleaning, not leaving the stone exposed to the sun all the time. Not that it will lose its power, but it will no longer be violet. So don't forget to clean the stones. It's not just putting it there and forgetting about it. For many who are entering here now, this procedure has been completed for a long time. So I will repeat. I won't speak the same words, I'm not a parrot. So you will take the amethyst stone, you will treat this stone, you will clean it, they will place it in the corner of the wall or in the middle of the wall, depending on the size of the wall, you can have a stone in the middle, not in the corners, so that the wall vibrates correctly. You will take these stones, place them there, and say the following. An important detail, you will do this procedure for each room, every room in the house. Then many will say to me the following, but it's very expensive. I completely agree, it's expensive. So you can do it little by little. Do it initially, in those rooms that are part of the entrance to the house, then the kitchen, then you go to the rest of the house. If I put just one stone, is it any good? My brothers, I cannot say here that there is no point. Everything will depend on your faith, on whether you put such intention into that tiny stone, and it exudes such violet energy, that it covers the entire room. It all depends on your minds. Nothing is impossible. But it's a very small stone, it won't continue to exude the amount of energy you imagined. Because you are going to program that stone so that it emits violet energy at all times. Because she is small, she won't be able to do it, she will emanate very little. Good. So after placing the stones in the room, you will stand in the middle of the room and say the following, may each of these stones emanate violet energy, transforming, transmuting, in love and light, in each of the corners, wherever they are, filling all the walls of this room. So you have just programmed these stones so that they emanate violet energy. Very good. Then yes, you could be eliminating the causes, because nothing else will enter there. Sure, let's go. If someone enters the house, with a little friend, he will enter, but he will not stay. He will leave with whoever he arrived, because he will not be able to handle the amount of light that will be emanating in his house. If this little friend came with someone from the house, in the same way, he will not be able to stay inside the house for a long time, he will leave. Then I will also comment on a mandala, which you received, mine, from Sananda and Saint Germain. In this mandala, you have created a large violet pyramid over your houses, apartments, wherever you may be. Whoever made this mandala has the same effect as the stones. And the mandala must be re-energized once a month. For those who already have it, for those who purchased it, this information will be passed on. If you don't remember when you energized, no problem, energize now, today. And start scheduling once a month, so that that violet pyramid, which you placed over the house, remains active. So you can realize that in these ways, yes, you continue to transmute into love and light, all negative energies, with certainty. Violet light has this property. But you have to keep it working all the time. Not just once, without eliminating the cause. So this is the action of the violet light, in material things. Now let's move on to the action of the violet light in your body. A while ago, I said here, that if you were equipped with the violet light, this viral that is out there would not reach you. My brothers, you human bodies contain, in addition to this body that you possess, 7 more invisible bodies around you. These bodies exchange energy with the environment, they exchange energy with the above. So they are, as you might say, spiritual bodies, because you don't see them, but they are there. And the most important of them all, at this stage of your journey, take a good look at what I said at this stage, it is the etheric body, which is above the physical body. It is as if you are enveloped in a bubble, in which every part of your body has a shadow in the etheric body. He is exactly what you are, only he is energy. So when you cover yourself with violet light, what happens to the overall energy of your body? This energy rises. This energy reaches very high frequencies. And then you have free will, yes you do. So you are exposed to everything in the world. Do not understand that because you are covered, with several layers, you are protected from the world. No, you are priority, above all these bodies, that is, you have free will and the decision of what to do. It's not imagining that you are covered by these bodies and can do whatever you want, because you are protected like a cloak. It's not like this. Exactly because you have free will and in this dimension, you do not see other bodies, it is as if you were just the physical body. So you are open in the world, there is no protection at all, this is one way of explaining. Very good. So you eat poorly, you have wrong postures, you have everything that we have already explained, which lowers your vibration. That violet light that you are enveloped in begins to decay. Let's imagine that when you put on your violet clothes in the morning, you have a glass of crystal clear water. Then every bad action, every bad feeling, every bad thought, every bad food, every bad posture, which is a low vibration energy, put a spoonful of coffee in that water. It is no longer crystal clear, it is no longer pure. So it no longer has that ability to protect you. And with each new bad action, that water becomes more cloudy. Making a parallel, it's as if Violetta's clothes were being filled with holes.